Yes, it is time to think about bringing joy to area families for Christmas time. Joining me today, she's the Executive Director of Allen County Children's Services, Sarah Newland, in to tell us about Adopt a Family. And it's time to think about this, right?
Time. Yes, thanks for having us here today.
All right, so it does seem early for people. We're just going to start October, on Sunday. But you got to get organized and you got to get people together, right?
That's right. We like to get just the message out right now that it is time, if you are interested or thinking of being interested in sponsoring a family that we're involved with for Christmas, that we will start taking applications now, and we like to have all those applications in by the beginning of November 3rd. That way we have enough time to start matching families and getting those wish lists out to sponsors.
Right, yeah, because once the sponsors get that list, they need to go shopping before Christmas and all, so that's why this timetable is established.
Yes, sponsors have the option of either purchasing gifts themselves for families, or also making donations, and then we'll ensure that the family is shopped for and those gifts are provided to them.
So this is a good project for groups, families, individuals, whatever, right? Just about anybody can be a part of this program.
Yes, we've had sponsors that are individuals, different family members that have come together, friends, organizations, businesses, different service clubs, churches. So it's been a whole variety of just amazing sponsors over the past several years that have been able to do this for the families we serve.
What kind of feedback do you hear? Do people really get excited about being a part of the Adopt a Family program?
This, for some families, is really providing them that holiday joy. So yeah, when sometimes we've had the opportunity to deliver the gifts ourselves, and they are so grateful for the support. When they're working with us, they're usually in crisis, and children are a part of all that. So to be able to have the opportunity to provide them a little joy during this time of year is just wonderful to see.
Yeah, and that's a good point, because sometimes people are leery, like, well, how do I know the family really needs it? These are families you guys are working with, and no.
Yes, if they're involved with us, they're in need, and we're ensuring that whatever that we've seen the family, we know that these are families that really are in need. So if we're providing that information to the sponsor, we've assured that they could really use the help.
And there's a long tradition. I mean, more than 30 years this program's been going on.
Yes, it's just wonderful, for 30 years to continue this program, and it just shows how great our community is, and that we've had sponsors that continue every year. We've had sponsors who've had to take a couple years off and then come back, and then new sponsors each year too. So it's just been a wonderful show of community support.
And you do have different sized families too. So like if you have a bigger group get together, they can help a larger family, and
yes, we ask what your preference is, so you can sponsor anywhere from a family of one child up to, we've had really large families, and then also some have done multiple families. Some prefer to do teenagers, and some prefer the young infants and toddlers, and so it just really depends on what your preference is, and we'll take that into consideration.
Right, yeah, so you got to try to match them up. So how do we get some of these applications and get things in so we can get you started?
So if you are interested, you can go on our website, allencsb.com, or you can contact and call our agency and say that you're interested in Adopt a Family. We will send you, or you can access it on our website, a sponsorship form. You can fill that out, get that back to us. And in the meantime, we are working with families on what those wish lists are, what they could need. Some of it's just essentials. Others are the normal Christmas toys.
Right.
And then we get that to the sponsor, and then we put in some deadlines on when we want everything back to us.
I think that's sometimes, I don't want to say it's heartbreaking, but it's eye-opening when you see the kid just wants a pair of shoes or boots and a winter coat, and you're just like, that's it, I want to buy a toy or something,
Sometimes we ask, put your essentials down. What do you really need? And then also, what do you want? And, that's, the fun part.
Right, yeah. Spreading the joy of Christmas through Adopt a Family. Thanks for coming today.
Thank you for having me.
All right, don't go away. We'll look at the weather forecast next.